Hey everybody, welcome to the weekend countdown.
You already know who it is.
Blind guy,
his wife,
their life,
live.
and we are here for you every hump day, bang, 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 to Friday. That's every Wednesday. Why do you do it like that?
How you know I'm looking at you like that?
Because
You can't even see
I
Corey.
I can feel it.
Guys, Corey is a blind guy. He cannot see. His eyes don't work. They have not worked for 25 years.
Come on, fellas out there, you already know. If you married and knowing somebody for 29 years, you already know when you get the look. I mean, that's just, you know when the look is coming. So we're here for you every Wednesday,
Thursday,
Friday,
11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
We are here bringing you some fabulous guests. Guys, if you are a content creator or business owner that produces goods and service, this is an episode for you. If you're looking to impress investors, get a business grant, or if you're looking to seek sponsorship for a product or some content that you're creating, this is the episode for you, because we have snatched him out of the virtual world. The clown prince of the comments himself.
Hey.
XDMC is putting on his professional hat, and he's going to show you how to create a perfect picture reel, because he himself is an advertising marketing executive.
All right, guys, bringing you the goods.
Bringing it to you. But before we do, we got to do our favorite part of our show. We have to thank those that make this possible.
Oh, yes, we have sponsors.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by promotional considerations paid for by the following sponsors.
Sponsors, here they are, guys. Let's thank our sponsors. We are ever grateful, thankful to them. Let's play it. Hopefully, fingers crossed it plays. I did the tech right this time. Uh-oh, I don't hear a thing, Corey.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, wait. Well, oh, oops, it's muted.
Read is fundamental.
Okay, so let's just thank them again. Here we go. Hey. Reigning champs.
Supreme sponsors, David and Christine Brooks.
Thank you, David and Christine Brooks.
David Turner.
Supreme sponsors, Loretta King of Kingsway Garden. Check out her YouTube channel.
Thank you, Loretta King.
For returning.
Supreme sponsors, Dr. Linda Bailey Hayden of Elizabeth City State University.
99 coffee.
Supreme sponsor, Black Heights, Advancing Your Career. Check out his YouTube channel.
Black Heights, my cigar buddy.
Fancy sponsor, AJ is Road Tripping. Check out his YouTube channel. You or your company can become a sponsor. Visit blindguyhiswife.com.
All right.
All right. Well, let's get it started on this hump day. Let's go. Let's start the show with our Real Talk with Intavi intro.
Let's go.
It's another episode of A Blind Guy.
His wife.
Hey everybody, I'm Corey the Blind Guy.
I'm his wife, Laquita Marie.
Together we're letting you into our life
Live.
every Wednesday,
Thursday,
Friday at
11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
We are here for you. Thanks to people like K Business Podcast and others, you have told us that we are a resource library for people looking to improve their life. So we're answering the bell for you. We are the self-improvement resource library that helps to change your narrative of normal when it comes to your business, your health,
your business,
and your wealth.
What you trying to take my line?
Yes, your health, your business, and your wealth. Now, today's guest is no exception to the fabulous guest rule that we have here as a standard for every broadcast.
Wait, Corey, before we hop into today's topics, I think we do have to make the announcement that, this is typically a 1-hour show. However, for today, it's a special premiere, which means it's a little bit more tightened up. You know how everybody keeps saying, go an hour and a half. Mm-hmm. Nope, this show is even shorter. So if you're in here, be sure to like, comment, share, but enjoy. And only do those things if you're getting value. So, Corey.
So definitely, we want to introduce you to another fabulous guest. He's a great friend of ours. He's a brother from another mother. He is the one, the only. The mold has been broken. When he was created, God took the mold and just pitched it into the galaxy so to burn up by the sun, because he didn't want another one.
Speaking of pitches,
his name is XDMC.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, everyone. This is XDMC. As Corey said, I'm being professional today. That's not going to happen. It is hump day, like he said. Hump day.
Why he's laughing at?
All right. So glad to be here with my fam, and we're gonna go over some stuff today to hopefully help you get to where you need to be in your pitch.
All right. So
I love it.
You're gonna show us how to create that perfect pitch.
Perfect pitch, meaning not like la 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 la
la.
No, not like that. A pitch reel. A pitch reel. So
pitch reel. Reel that pitch back in.
I know, right? Okay. So XDMC, let me just clarify. You didn't have to laugh that hard at that bad note. I saw you over there. You was trying to pull it back, Corey. So when you say a pitch reel, let's just make sure people know, because we tried to say at the beginning of the show, if you're looking to put your business out there to a company,
to approach investors and to approach sponsors or to get business grants in order to fund your content creation or your products or services,
then this episode is for you.
This is your own Shark Tank. This is getting you ready for the Shark Tank. This is what you can think of this as.
So is that the way you would explain it, what you're going to tell us today?
Exactly. Now, it's so deep as far as what a pitch reel or a pitch can be. What we're going to go over today is your pitch reel, which can actually, it's a pitch reel, but it's also commercial. It's also a presentation that can be specifically geared towards grants and introducing and describing your business to whoever you want to pitch to let them know who you are without you even not having to be there. Because a lot of these things are digital today. You need to, every question that you can anticipate them asking needs to be in this pitch reel, and you don't want it to be more than a minute.
Don't want it to be more than a minute. I love it.
One time it's okay to be a minute man.
You know what?
Because once you get that call back, sometimes these reels can be considered RFPs, which is a request for presentation.
Right.
And once you get that with this reel, then you bring in it. That could be an hour. A pitch reel for a grant is totally different if you're going up to Netflix or Amazon Prime to pitch your TV show, or if you go into a network to pitch it. It's different, but all of the principles are still there that you need to apply that we're going to share with you today.
Awesome.
All right.
Okay.
We can't wait to hear from this professional pitcher himself. And I ain't talking about from the Brooklyn Dodgers. I'm talking about from professional pitch reel production to get your content creation or your business funded by investors. So we're going to put you back in the virtual green room, XDMC, so that you can enjoy some digital donuts and some videographed vino.
Hey.
And then we'll see you in a few.
All right. See you soon. Man, this is going to be a good show, guys.
Yeah.
We're going to learn a lot, plenty of value here. If you're finding value, you know what to do.
What you can do is we want you to remember that this broadcast is powered by StreamYard and by member support by viewers like you. So if you're here today and you're finding value in what XDMC is saying and what we're bringing to you, then bum rush the button.
Hit the thumbs up, guys. That's all you got to do. We want those thumbs going up. It lets people know that you enjoyed this content and they may as well. So give us your vote of confidence if you're gaining value from this episode. Also, another thing that you can do is
you can go to blindguyhiswife.com and become part of the Blind Guy His Wife home team.
Right.
Several ways for you to do that. Once you get there, you can find out a little bit more about LaQuita Marie and who we are and the things that we do.
So when you get there, you'll see us right there at the top of the page. That's how you'll know you're at the right place. Blind Guy, his wife, their life. Corey's eyes don't work. He has a wife, and stop looking sad. They celebrate life. So yeah, you can find out who we are, scroll on down. Of course, this looks a little bit different on mobile. We are the Self-Improvement Resource Library, named that by you guys. And of course, we are creating this resource catalog for you. So here's how you can help.
Don't forget, you can first go to our Press and Sew merch line.
Oh, that's how they shop.
That's how you shop.
Yeah, let me skip on past so they can, see if they'd like to become a sponsor or if they would like to, hey, what is going on with this thing here? Anyways, let's stop it. Let's skip on past the ads. So if you want to see like who's on the show this week, You can definitely play that commercial there. If you'd like to see how to sponsor the show, there's a video there. Scroll on by, you can see the schedule. You can see who's on the show this week specifically. Go to the calendar, you can see who the sponsors are. You can click right into the YouTube episode from there as well. Plenty of information right there this week on the website. And then you get to where to shop.
Press and Sew, the Blamazon, the Black Amazon of the YouTube streets. They have created a fabulous group of what we call our home team jerseys. You already saw XDMC in his t-shirt. This is all the way live.
You got it right here.
We have our Hump Day to Friday shirts like we're wearing. Got our Blind Guy's Wife logo shirt like Trash Can Waves is rocking. And we have our favorite WTF
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday
weekend countdown. How else can they help us? How else can they help become part of the Blind Guy's Wife home team?
Oh, scroll on a little bit further, and that's where you are right here at Violet Botanical Skincare. Guys, get all of your body things for men, women, children, body scrubs, body butters, bath salts, all of the best. Of course, it's natural, handmade, and it's also plant-based. So it's a natural product that's great for you. I know she started these things, Corey, the founder, in order to relieve her family's eczema, and it did just that. So, of course, click the red button right there under Violet Botanical Skincare because the coupon is built in. There's a discount that takes you right to the website, and you're shopping at a discount.
So we got a new Violet Botanical commercial. You ready?
We do.
Yes, ready?
I guess.
This is Laquita Marie before Violet Botanical Skincare. E.T. phone.
You know what? I'm getting out of this commercial. That is not.
This is Laquita Marie afterwards.
Hey.
All right. So
sneak peek, Corey, at the plant-based treat.
Plant-based treat. Don't forget you can also buy some coffee. Click the green coffee cup. Click the thing. And now it's time for the sneak peek at the plant-based treat.
So, guys, of course, we're always encouraging you to eat plenty of fruits and vegetables at every meal.
We're not vigilantes or
we're not fruit hoodlums.
We're just trying to get you to increase your fiber, antioxidants, and all the minerals and vitamins that come with eating more fruits and vegetables at every meal. So if you're gonna have eggs for breakfast, throw some spinach, some salsa in it, make yourself a Southwest omelet. If you're gonna have pizza or have a nice salad to go along with it,
just add the toppings, add the vegetables onto the toppings so you can eat everything at once.
Why can't I ever say salad? I like salad.
I know.
Salad is good.
Y'all know I always talk about salad. I'm like, I can't do the salad that good, but you actually are supposed to have fresh greens daily, or some sort of green. So you make a good point, Corey. Let's give them a sneak peek at today's plant-based. Lord, this doesn't even have those things in it, Corey.
Hey, it's all right.
But it's holiday time. And so the guest for today, he suggested this one because he too is plant-based. So I think everybody's going to like this one.
Chocolate chip cookies. Here are all.
That's it. That's all we've got for you. Chocolate chip cookies. All right, Corey. Here we go.
Normally we would be doing a roll call, first place pony, and cannonball into the comments, but we cannot wait that long. So we're going to jump right to the introduction of today's great guest.
Hey.
If you are ready to ramp up and amp up your ability to impress potential investors, sponsors, or to get business grants, this is the episode for you. And we got the man with the plan and the mic in his hand that's waiting to bring you this information. Today's featured guest is a man of many talents. This man is an animator. He's such a great animator that Walt Disney had to get up, give him the guns and say, "You the man, XDMC." This man is such a dope animator that when he walks through Africa and passes by the Egyptian pyramids, the hieroglyphics start moving on the wall. Okay. That's how powerful this animator is. This gentleman is a marketing genius who can outsell any used car salesman in the game. This man is a giant amongst men. He is none other than the brother that we all know as XEP. Let's bring him in.
Hey, welcome. ASMR.
One love, family. One love. But the one thing I would say about that intro, Corey, like all your intros, what I love about it is that you never lie.
That's what I'm talking about. Take it.
Own your stuff, XDMC.
Absolutely. So this is a special episode where we're jumping right in. We're getting right to the goods from you.
So we're going to start off. A lot of people know XDMC. You know, this guy with a great sense of humor. He's in the comments. He's out there. He's participating in other people's live streams. But what people don't know, this man is a ad agency executive, and he has created some great advertisements using his talent as a animator, a storyboard artist, and a storyteller. He's a griot in his own right when it comes to producing commercials. And we have some examples here that we're going to show you. Darren, how long have you been in the advertising industry? And let's talk about some of the projects that you worked on that you're most proud of.
Yeah, I've been in, I'm gonna say 20 years, really.
So he's a professional pitcher, Corey.
Yeah, professional.
Yeah. 20 years and so many different aspects of it, from production to the title I hold now is a creative director, and for a major global ad agency. And as far as the work, the work that I'm most proud of is the pro bono work, the work that we're able to do for the small guy, you know, that I'm able to help that small business and use the resources of a huge ad agency to get them to no longer be a small business. Those are the ones that I'm actually proud of the most. And the people who I've taught over the years, and to bring them into this type of business, to let them know the different careers that you can have, be it a designer, copywriter, project manager, producer. There's so many roles that you can have a career in advertising that pay very well. You know, that you won't be starving.
Now, I know one of the things that people might be most familiar with is a product that you had a heavy impact on creating this commercial, and we're going to show it. We're going to let it run in the background. You can tell us about it. It's all about something that can help people that have pets. So let's talk about this Frontline commercial, where it started and where it ended.
Yeah, because we're sharing right here the storyboard, not the commercial. And I know that you created the storyboard, meaning, you know, the sketches, the idea, the brain work. You explain to us better than I can.
So basically, before a camera is ever cut on, you have a storyboard. Then from that storyboard, you have an animatic. And an animatic is basically what we're seeing here, is a storyboard that animates as far as what the commercial is going to look like and feel like. And you can get the feeling basically from this, and you can get the idea from it. And the client will say, I got it. This works. Let's go into full production, which would be what you would see after you the final product after this.
Nice. Yeah. Okay, so I'll play it. And
please waste no time in making pests of themselves.
Oh wait, am I supposed to be playing the sound for this one?
150 times their height. And when they land on your dog, each one can get in 400 bites a day. Yeah, fleas are fast. Fight back fast with Frontline Tri-Tac for dogs. Its triple action formula means fleas have less time to bite, and it keeps killing fleas, flea eggs, larvae, and ticks for a full 30 days. Ask your vet about Frontline Tri-Tac for dogs. It's faster than fleas.
So, guys, you're familiar. A lot of you might be familiar with Frontline as a flea and tick repellent, or for pets. And Darren, of course, had his hands on this project, and that's just an example, just to show you what type of talent we're working with today. As we talk about him being a professional pitcher, but what goes into not just for major companies, but for people that are growing their companies, looking for investors, so they can become the next Frontline, so they can become the next major TV show, they can become the next major content creator. We're going to talk about actually what goes into creating a pitch reel production. So
now, Darren, while you kind of explain that, I don't know if you want, because we want to also show the actual commercial.
Yes, because what you just saw was the idea coming together. The idea, as far as you even had your edit in there, when it pretty much how the thing is going to end up editing. and you just didn't have your soundtrack or anything like that. Now, the issues that came up with that particular project, why one of the projects I love showing, is the ninjas that are there now. They were not always ninjas. When we first tested this, it was army men, and very similar to the army men in Toy Story. And they look like the little green army men we used to play with as kids. Right. And it went over well here in the US, but it didn't go over well globally, because this is a global product. And so it was like, okay, Z, what happened? Let's try to figure out what we can do to fix this. Me being, I think, just comics and genre person, I just said, hey, only in the US is, and Michael Bay movies where the army men are really cool. If it's going to stay US based, let's leave it here. That we can keep with that. But if it's going to go global, ninjas, everybody loves ninjas. Let's make them ninjas. And
true, ninjas are like the heroes.
And noble.
Right.
Yeah, and we made them ninjas, and that tested well globally. Locally, like I said, the army men tested better, but globally, the ninjas tested better. And we just, I just designed them and had them shooting the actual frontline gel itself as the sword and the ninja stars. And this campaign's been running for close to 10 years.
Wow.
Right.
So you have definitely been in pitch. You've been producing for a long and bringing quality for a long time. And we, to the point where we had the good fortune of meeting you, and we actually hired you to create this pitch reel that you're about to see for our business, Atumpan Edutainment.
Well, wait a minute. Did we want to show the actual commercial so that they can kind of see
to see what the final product looked like? You don't have to play the sound, but just to see, and I can talk through the final product. So as you remember with the storyboard, first you set up your problem, which is the fleas. Then here's your solution, which is the frontline gel, which is attacking the fleas as ninjas. And this basically follows the concept of the storyboard / animatic you saw. And we have this spawned maybe 7-8 different versions, languages. It, like I said, it's global. So
nice.
Global production. Every country has a dog every dog has a flea at some point in time.
Exactly. So now we can segue to yours.
Absolutely.
We actually hired this giant of a man to create a picture reel for our company, the parent company of Blind Guys Like Their Life, which is Atumpan Edutainment Incorporated. And we're going to actually play this for you with the sound.
So guys, this part of the show is where we get into Darren talking about how you can work your pitch reel productions. I know you have 7 points you want to bring out. So the first thing we'll do is show the pitch reel, which is
1 minute long.
It's only 1 minute long. Y'all know typically the show is an hour. We say that and we go over. But Darren, he's like, look, we got this. We can get this down to 1 minute. So let's play it. Let's see what happens. All right.
A theater arts company founded in 1998 by Corey the Talented Blind Guy
and his wife, Laquita Marie. Working behind the scenes as production staff expands career readiness.
Helping today's youth build soft skills to become tomorrow's professionals.
Enhancing active listening,
interpersonal communications,
and public speaking skills. Atumpan Edutainment success stories.
Yesterday's youths are today's professionals.
Lance is a professional comedian booked by the Laugh Factory in Hollywood.
Angelica overcame shyness to become a manager at a national restaurant chain.
Denard landed a role touring North America in Sesame Street Live.
Ira improved her school grades and attendance to become a member of the U.S. Army.
Whitney launched 2 businesses, theatrical makeup design and designer kitchenware. All right.
So that is the pitch reel that Darren has designed for Atumpan Edutainment Incorporated, our 501c3 parent company of Blind Guy His Wife Their Life.
And we say that because whenever we ask you about buying us a coffee we're not just doing a pitch reel to you. What we are doing is saying, hey, we do have a nonprofit organization and the proceeds do go directly there. So Darren, give us some of these points as far as if somebody wants to create a pitch reel to investors. Go ahead.
What elements go into creating the pitch reel to sell your content or to sell your goods and services to potential investors?
I'm gonna give 7 key points, which a lot of these points is followed throughout the industry. But like I said earlier, this particular pitch reel was made, it's like a commercial, but it was put together to apply for grants. And the thing, and you want to have this in your arsenal, because when something, what is that saying? You don't have to get ready
if you stay ready.
If you stay ready. And you already have this now. Whatever comes up, you don't have to run up. This can be used for that. So the elements that go in is before you pitch, who you pitching to, keep in mind that the best they've seen is the least they expect. You think about it. Folks look at pitches all the time. Mm-hmm. What stands out about yours? I need to, what you pitch to me, that story I need to get, and I need to know who you are, and I need to feel something. So point number 2 is deliver an experience and not a speech. Now, if you play your video, your reel, there's a scene in there where you basically starting off, because basically, again, it's theater. Mm-hmm. So I designed it using a theater prompt. Using a theater set, the curtains and the signs dropping down, and we didn't have to go out and shoot anything because you had so much footage already. So let's go through that footage and see what we can take with that footage to help tell your story. Okay. So that falls to point number 3. Know what you are really selling. What are you really selling? What this pitch was for. What I'm selling is not just the Atumpan experience. I'm selling what it's going to do for my community, my world, and the people who participate in it. That's your experience. That's what I would mean with point 2, deliver an experience and not a speech. Because you saw these kids and people that's part of the play. You saw those faces. They were into it. Exactly. They were having a good time. And that was something that's needed, community.
So would you like to, at this point, before you go on to your next points, do you want to play this yes. from where you started? And we can stop and start so you can just kind of show Absolutely. Those points that you've explained. So Absolutely. I'll play it with or without the sound. What do you prefer?
Without the sound, because I'm glad you brought that up with without the sound. This pitch reel works if you don't have any sound at all. A lot of people the reason why they like to receive reels like this, pitches like this, is because they may be on a commute. They may be on a plane. They will tell you that, me and my team are going to review it in the office. And sometimes they don't because you're not there. So if it's on their phone, they need to read all the supers, which is a text that's in there. Now, your reel works with audio and without audio. So yeah, let's play it.
All right. And you just tell me when to pause. Mm-hmm. So we got the curtain opening up. We saw me and you in the theater. We see folks skipping around on the stage. Another photo came in. Cast members backstage in the dressing room. We see adults. Now me and you talking to the camera. You look happy.
Now let's pause here.
Okay.
Now.
Oh wait, I thought I paused it. Sorry about that.
Oh no, that's cool. What we saw up until now goes back to point 2. Deliver an experience and not a speech.
Right. I'm just going to scroll really slow while you talk.
Yeah. The way we told the story, the curtains are opening, the show begins. We showing what this is about. This is about our theater production. This is about the children. And then we go behind the scenes and you see how the people are living and reacting behind the scenes. There's no upset faces here. And even though these are actors, they're not acting in the behind the scenes. And so that's again goes to experience and knowing what you're selling.
Got it.
And so now if you play that, like keep this playing for a minute.
Okay, I'll start it here. So this is where we see some dancers, little kids down front, adults and youth in the back. And now the last picture is coming in of the stage. And we see the theater, backdrop, set pieces.
And we can pause it here because this again goes to point 3 now. Know what you are selling. It's not just we wasn't selling the fact that we have a stage play production company. No, know what you really are selling is these success stories from the community. You got Lance, you got Angelica, you got Denard. There's so many in there, success stories, not one, not two, and we could have put quite a few in here, but guess what? That would be for the callback. And say, hey, we want you guys to really present. You got 2 hours to pitch to us. Now that's when you show up in person. You got your PowerPoint and everything all set up, which we're gonna get into later. But this gets you to that point. So what are you really selling? Again, the experience. And the company that's asking, the grant that's asking to view this, once you get to these success stories and everything that you saw before that they know what they're getting. They know that you giving them that feeling. You did something that the way that I work is I do not care if you like my illustration or if you like my story. I don't care. What I care about, I want to know, how did it make you feel?
Right.
And that's the whole point. In reading these success stories, I know what you're selling. And I know how it makes me feel. Where do I sign up? The grant is yours. That's what you want to. Now we can go ahead because I can keep going. We can go.
All right. Well, I know that we are going into your next, excuse me, your final four points. And so that we'll cover that under pitch reel platforms.
Exactly.
So I'll start playing and then you tell me when to pause. Oh goodness. How about I scrub backwards some kind of way, but it's fine. It's easy to scrub forward. I know I was backsliding. It's playing now. We're looking at
and what I like with while you're going through the success stories, what we're able to do with the pitch is show the stage, the environment, to show that they call this an establishing shot and a journey shot. And you're able to look at, wow, this theater is going to be full with seats. So now we close the curtain and we have the classic stage, sad mask, happy mask, Atumpan logo. And we leave you, when you finish your pitch reel, you don't want to fade to black.
Okay.
When you're pitching for a grant or anything, what you want to do is just let it end, but when it ends, have all your information on that last frame. Now, because the presentation stops. Now, even though you only have a minute, because when you upload these pitch reels for grants, the way you upload them, if it's more than a minute, and if they ask you for a minute, it will crash. It just won't go through. They're going to give you a size limitation as far as megabytes. If you don't read that, it won't go through. But when it go through, and even though you have a minute, when it ends, it always ends on the last frame. And whatever information is there, they can copy down what they need to copy down, right? Email, website, that's why we ended the way we did.
I was wondering that. So I'm glad you mentioned that, because I was like, wow, this is a lot of information. But like he's saying, they can always pause it. They have everything they need there. Fax number, phone number, all of that.
Because it's going to stop. It's going to automatically stop. They wouldn't even have to pause it. It's going to automatically stop
right
on the last frame. Now, if you fade to black, it's going to stop on a black frame.
Mm-hmm.
But if you fade with all your information, and be it a title, what they call that is your end card. You want to make sure all your information is laid out neatly on your end card.
Right.
And
go ahead, Corey.
And what platform did you use to design all this?
Now, because we wanted to be, this particular grant asks for, and a lot of them do, asks for a minute, 30 seconds to a minute video. And that video needs to be in an MP4 format, not WMV, which is Windows Media, not MOV, which is normally Mac. MP4 is cross-platform. And it's set up pretty much you can play within a website, which is what you are playing yours through now, through StreamYard, which is basically like playing it through a website. So that and it's going to play on any mobile device.
True.
You know, so with an MP4. So you want to make sure so I put everything together. I built this in After Effects, and normally I will edit in Adobe Premiere. Mm-hmm. But this I was able to do everything in After Effects, just the way I'm moving it. But because After Effects is like Photoshop for video.
Oh, okay.
Right.
And Adobe Premiere is your layout program for video, be it like your Adobe InDesign, what used to be, which is still out, Quark Express, PageMaker, Microsoft Word,
right?
Google Docs. That's like Adobe Premiere is that for video. All your edits is in there. All your where you cut things, where you zoom in, where you add your audio, etc. Now these are not. They're subscription-based software, Adobe. They're professional software. But the learning curve for what you need to do is not out there. I would say don't get intimidated by it. There's other softwares you can use. So now that goes into like a platform, like my point number 4. Mm-hmm. Capture your ideas, then create the presentation. So how do we do that with yours? We had the idea. We know what the Atumpan Edutainment is. Now we gathered the ideas. What were the ideas? You wrote your script, because I didn't write the script, y'all. Corey and Laquita wrote the script, and I just brought it to life, and I used assets that they had already on their own YouTube channel because everything was there. And then from that, we created the presentation, which is what you see now. Now, which is in video format. Now, once this is in video format, we can take this now for a longer presentation. We can bring this into PowerPoint or Keynote. Now, the thing with that, which is my point number 5, PowerPoint or Keynote slides are not dumping grounds for data. A lot of people think, hey, let me jump this picture here. Let me dump this picture. This is not your Instagram account. This is not, it's called presentation software for a reason.
Okay.
You're going to present an idea and you're going to control it with the clicker, going to the next slide, and then you're going to talk to it. So now that brings me to my point number 6. Avoid jargon.
Okay.
Look at everything that your what we just played. It was straight to the point. There was no
plain English.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't anything like my introduction or anything. It was it was straight to the point, straightforward, and that's what they want to see. They don't want to see, because normally when you go overboard like that, it sends up the red flag of not being really creative, not being really that you don't believe in your own product.
You're like adding so much fluff to yourself
that they leave and go, what? You know, and I've had things pitched to me where I walked away going, okay, wow, they did not take that class or my class. And last one, which is point number 7. Rehearse. Rehearse. I don't have to ask how many times you read that script before you sent me the audio.
Okay.
I know you did it more than once.
It was definitely more than once.
The pacing that put into it, the way you will put into cooking your food. Because you know what you want people to eat it. You want it to taste good.
That's it.
Do your presentation the same way. Not just to don't choose a font just because it's there. Look at it. Do the font go with your brand, go with your idea? Is it too overpowering? Is it too big? Images, photos, whatever you're going to use, make sure they go with your story. And I'm going to just touch something on storytelling, because I wasn't going to touch on this, but I'm going to touch. It still goes and apply to pitch reels, which is something that I wrote.
No, this is great, XDMC, because you're the guest today and we've got a few minutes left. So give us the bonus. We're ready.
Yep. So now this is something that I wrote, which is called How to Tell a Story in 30 Seconds. The thing about working in advertising for broadcast commercials, where commercials are only 30 seconds or a minute. And we have to get that whole story told in that time frame. So a good story always has a beginning, a middle, and an end. There's still going to be tension and resolve. There are still going to be characters and movement in the delivery cadence. It still needs to elicit some sort of emotional reaction out of its audience. In a 2-hour movie, a director has plenty of time to hit and complete all of these steps. It's a little harder when it comes to a 30-second spot, but it's not impossible. If you're in the throes of mapping out a commercial, keep these points in mind. Start with your ending. Every commercial that I work on, I know the ending first. I know it sounds crazy, but try it for 30 seconds. Start with your ending. Plan everything down to the second, and third and last, sketch it out. Sketch it out meaning you don't have to be an illustrator. It can be stick figures, but figure out everything, every detail, every prop before you cut that camera on and before you do your presentation.
Now, no, go ahead. Because
that was it. That was my little spiel on how to tell a story in 30 seconds. And start with that ending. Know how it's going to end.
It's ironic as you say that, because that's how I write a lot of my play scripts. I write the beginning, then I write the end. Now I have fun getting to the end. And speaking of the end, we have reached the end of this broadcast.
Man, already?
Yeah, and we definitely, the class was in session today, and we definitely appreciate you, XDMC, for coming on. Again, there are lots of advantages of having this pitch reel because you have it ready, locked and loaded, and when people ask you for information, you have it ready to go. And it's great to have a professional ad executive to design it because they know these 7 points like the back of their hand. So, but now it's time to ask him the question of the day.
You already know we are getting into our plant-based treat, and this treat was chosen by you. You are plant-based, is that right?
Correct.
Yes, all right. So let's just clarify, guys. Whole food plant-based means that instead of you focusing on junk food like this plant-based treat, you you try to focus more on whole foods, meaning minimally processed. So like instead of grabbing a cookie, you would just grab, or a chocolate bar. I'll say that because I used to really like chocolate bars with nuts in them. So instead, I would. I don't even know why I said that. So I would definitely grab nowadays, I would grab a handful of chocolate chips along with walnuts or along with sunflower seeds. Why are you still laughing?
Because you try to choose your words carefully.
Man, I'm talking slow, trying to fix this thing. Anyways, so that's the point, because those are less processed than putting it all together into a candy bar, packaging it. So whole food plant-based means we just don't eat animal products. And sometimes we do, just depending on what's happening. I still eat honey, and some people are more strict than others. I just know that dairy was the devil for us. So we didn't do it, right? No cheese, butter, yogurt. We use the substitutes. So How many fruits and vegetables did you have today? Dun, 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 dun. Are you junk food vegan or real vegan?
Oatmeal. The oatmeal with mango and coconut.
Ah,
So
sweet.
that's
Yeah, that's three different things. And
that was my breakfast.
Nice. Okay. All the good stuff.
Yep,
I love it.
I love mangoes too.
Yeah, that's good food for you. Plenty of nutrients in all of those, and fiber, of course. That's a good thing to help usher all the bad stuff out of your system. I don't even know why I said that. All right, so
we're gonna pop you back to the virtual green room to hang out with us to the end of the broadcast as we move into our plant-based treat.
All right, see you soon.
Definitely. One love.
Thank you. All right, guys, here we go.
Now it's time for today's plant-based treat by Chef LaQuita Marie.
All right.
Chocolate chip cookies. Here are all the ingredients. You can pause the video so that you can see them.
Like 1 1/4 cups of brown sugar.
You can make brown sugar by adding molasses to your sugar.
Molasses is high in calcium, iron, and potassium. Great for your bones, blood, and heart. Now we're going to add the 2 sticks of butter. In our case, this is a plant-based margarine.
And 1 teaspoon of vanilla.
Just mix these. Flour, we're going to add 1 1/2 cups. Do the baking soda. We dissolve 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda into some water.
Add 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. This is optional. Add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon.
Here's our flax egg. I forgot to put that in the beginning. So we'll put in like 2 tablespoons. Flax seeds contain ALA and lignans. They help lower inflammation, so arthritis, joint inflammation, eczema, or psoriasis. So go ahead and add the oats. Next, we will add the walnuts. So
1 cup of chopped walnut.
Chocolate chips. For the men, we need, I think, like 2 cups. All right, so go ahead and put a spoonful on.
Drop spoonfuls onto the baking sheet. Cook on 350 for 8 to 10 minutes. These cookies were addictive. They were moist, sweet, and chewy. They remind you of the cookies you get with check-in at hotels.
All right.
All right. And I just realized that last sentence didn't sound right either. But okay. Imagine the cookie you get when you're checking the hotel. Trash can ways will appreciate that one in the MC Suites. But guys, that does it for this episode of A Blind Guy.
His wife.
Their life live. If you want to hire XDMC and tap into this expertise, we have his information is scrolling on the screen.
We do have Barnstorming Productions. That's his YouTube channel. And of course, in the description, the video description, that's where we'll have more information for contact. So
definitely stay tuned for more great content on this channel. And remember, bum rush the buttons, like, share, and subscribe.
How do we say goodbye, Corey?
We say goodbye because Darren and I are both fools when it comes to a special movie called Blazing Saddles. So I'm going to say, Camptown ladies, sing this song, doo-dah, deuces.